What's up with everybody? It's your boy Flossy Sports TV. I'm back with another video about the undisputed beta test that just got announced the other day, and talk about my thoughts of what I feel like is gonna happen and why we get another second beta test. And shit, we're finna get into it right now. So start. If everybody played the first beta test, you already knew that a second beta test would be warranted if they want to fix these servers before early access. And inevitably, that's the whole reason for them doing a second second beta test or whatnot. At this time, instead of one venue, they gave us two. Instead of 4 fighters, 2 men, 2 women, we have 8 fighters. And those fighters, if I'm not mistaken, are Roy Jones Jr., Rocky Marciano, Nigel Benn, Usyk, Wilder, Catskill, Katie Taylor, and Chantel Cameron, if I'm not mistaken. So that's basically 3 divisions, which is way more. That'll cut down on the mirror matches and probably cut down on the matchmaking issues, because it won't be the same, like everybody picking the same person, because it's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to get a mirror match. At this one, you give yourself a better possibility. And I don't know if it will be catch weights in this or not, because Roy Jones Jr. did win a championship in the heavyweight division. So would we be able to use Roy Jones at heavyweight? And if not, it's kind of like putting it at a disadvantage, because like anybody that want to use Roy Jones, it's going to be more mirror matches than anything else, because the only other option you have is Nigel Benn. No offense to him, but a lot of people going to use Roy Jones Jr. just because of the signature style that he does have. And how can you blame him? That's why I said it should have been like somebody else that fought at heavyweight, like a Joe Louis or a Tyson Fury, somebody that they had ready, or add a Canelo or Sugar Ray Robinson into the mix with Roy Jones and Nigel Benn, so it could be somebody else in there that fits, like where you have more than 2 options, so you give yourself a better chance of not facing the same person that you decided to choose, because inevitably you picking a fighter to have an advantage against your opponent, and you're really not going to want to deal with the same problems that you hope to implement on your opponent. You don't want to face that in return because they got the same fight or whatnot, but it's like a minor thing. That's not a real major complaint. We in a drought. Everybody been waiting to play this game again ever since the first beta test came to an end. Matchmaking was like horrible, but the gameplay itself was good once you actually got a chance to play the game. So hopefully this beta test goes well, because I feel like if this beta test goes well within the next 3 weeks to month and a half per se, that we could be going into early access. And with the timeline that they have for early access, which I don't know for sure, so all this is verbatim, really verbatim. So is it possible that they had made this timeline where it comes out towards the end of the month or the middle of January or whatnot, indicating that they had an anticipation of having matchmaking and server issues that needed to be fixed up and patched up before early access when they initially made this plan, So they might have anticipated the server being wrong. That's why they didn't want to give us a certain date, because they knew if the server went wrong at this date, they'll probably come out with it at this date. And as far as gameplay goes, hopefully with all these hard hitters and heavy hitters in this game, in this beta this time, that the flash KOs, flash stuns, like the power, all that stuff be on, like power's on, but it's turned out adequately, and you can actually get flash knockouts, 1-punch KOs, flash stuns, and hopefully the stamina is more balanced and the actual damage is more balanced, because sometimes you'll find yourself inflicting a lot of punishment with power shots or a whole lot of hard clean shots, and you go to your corner and it turns out you have more damage than your opponent do, even though they haven't been landed as many good shots and heavy shots that you have. So hopefully that's a little bit better, because with it still being in beta and it ain't even in the early access yet, that's some stuff that they probably still fine tuning. So I'm not really putting that much into it, because I see the progress and I see that they actually care and they're actually working towards giving us the best possible game that we can have. And my expectations for myself during the second beta is not really wins and losses, really improvements, because the first time I played it was like, okay, I'm gonna go win, and I was winning some. I lost like maybe 2 or 3 the first day. I lost like 3 the first day, and I lost like twice the last day, and I didn't lose the second day. But the more I learn, it's not really more so win or lose, because in reality, this is pretty much everybody's first time testing this game for real, and you pretty much learn it. So you want to learn the mechanics, learn the possibilities of the game, what you can and can't do, and how it goes, and gradually see improvement. So when the game comes out, you're not all the way lost as far as trying to figure out the realism, the spacing, the physics, and the animations in the game, and understanding how to use the mechanics within the proper way. But I really expect this to be way better, and we should be pushing towards early access after this. How long after this, I can't really say because I'm not a wizard, but this all I got for this video. Is Flossing Sports TV, and I'm out with this video. See you real soon.